Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to the Coffee Club, broadcasting live from New York with your host, Felix, and co-host, Dr. Mark. So let's have a cup of coffee and enjoy the show.
There is no heaven. There is no hell. There is only this world and its dark reflection. And we do not know in which of the two worlds we are.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the state of New York, from the city of Oceanside, from the planet Earth. Welcome, everybody.
Nanu, nanu.
Nanu, nanu, nanu.
Nanu, nanu.
So, ladies and gentlemen, how is everybody doing?
I don't know, but I got to tell you, coming over here, I saw the biggest palmetto bug ever. You know what a palmetto bug is?
No, what is a palmetto bug?
Oh, it's the big bugs that they have down in Florida. They're about half the size of your fist.
Yeah?
And let me tell you, when you step on them, they really crunch.
Oh, God. Oh, did you step on one?
No, but I remember once seeing one where we were staying.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got... Let's see. Our phone number is 646
595
3275. Our chat room is open in the Spreaker, but there seems to be a problem with this, with the chat room in Blog Talk Radio. There's been a problem for the last few shows. I haven't been able to get it to work. So if you're listening to us on Blog Talk Radio and you want to chat, you got to call. No chat room here, my friends. Let me see if I do this, if it works. No chat room here, ladies and gentlemen. But I am upgrading my software as we're talking so we can go ahead and do it and see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see if it's working now. Maybe we're lucky. I don't know.
Felix.
Yes.
Do you happen to remember a song back in the 60s by the Knickabockers?
The Knicks made a song?
No, not the basketball Knicks. The group was called the Knickabockers, and back in 1965 they had made a song called Lies. It was their only big hit that wound up, I believe, in the top 40 or maybe even the top 10.
Really?
Yes, I heard it's going to be the new theme song for Donald Trump when he runs in 2020.
Lies. How's it go? You remember?
Lies, that's all I ever get from you.
Lies. Well,
someday you're gonna be happy, but I know no one just then. Lies. All the man does is lie. Hey, listen, you have to agree. From the time Sean Spicer gave his first press release, when he said it was the biggest crowd ever to witness the swearing in of a president, and we're looking at the empty spaces on TV. And then he has to clarify it by saying, no, I'm talking about on the internet, on the radio, on television. Oh, come on. And this past week, going back to the Boy Scout Jamboree on Monday.
That was 2 weeks ago, Jamboree.
Oh, okay. Well, I lost time. But he said he got a call from the head of the Boy Scouts, said it was the best speech ever. Well, everything this guy does is the best thing ever. Yeah. You hear what he did today?
No. What did he do today?
Donald Trump, draft dodger 5 times, okay?
Senior or junior? The two of them, you gotta say.
No, not junior.
So
there was no
President
draft.
Trump. President Trump.
Well, he's maybe your president. I just call him the Donald.
He is your president, like it or not.
Well, he may be, but I don't respect him, so I'm not going to address him as Mr. President. But that's beside the point.
I bet if he stands in front of you, you're going to say, Mr. President.
Well, I know he's going to tower over me, so what? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. He got deferments back when you and I
but we don't know what he got deferments for.
You're right, I don't. So why don't you look it up?
I
Go
will.
Google it.
I'll Google it.
But the bottom line...
What did you get deferred for? Heart murmurs, right? What was it?
Yeah, not a murmur, but I had AFib. But I didn't get deferred until I went down to do my basic.
Yeah.
But look like you, I went into the National Guard. I was ready to do my thing. In fact, the funny thing is, they wanted me to go regular Army. They wanted me to go to OCS school.
Until they heard your heart.
What was that?
Until they heard your heart.
They said I don't have one. That's why they wanted to make me an officer. They wanted to make me a junior officer because they said you're perfect. You don't have a heart. But anyway, he's picking on Senator Blumenthal from Connecticut. Now, we all remember back when Blumenthal was running for the Senate.
Flat feet.
How many times did he bang his feet on the floor in order to get them flat? I wonder.
Don't know. I don't think you can get them no matter what. Donald Trump's draft deferments, 4 for college, 1 for bad feet.
But I got news for you. My father...
But he did play basketball.
Hey, look, not only that, my father had flat feet, and he served in World War II.
They probably didn't stop the people from then.
But he did get... My father used to laugh. When he got out of the Army, the doctor said, you have flat feet. And they sent him a check for like $15 every month for the rest of his life. You know how far that $15 went?
Yeah.
Not very far.
No, bone spurs in his heels.
Well,
so he got a legitimate deferment.
It's not the point. The point is he's calling Blumenthal a liar.
He is a liar.
Let me finish. Blumenthal fessed up. Back when it happened.
But he's still a liar.
Why don't you listen?
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
And at least he went into the Marine Corps National Guard. That's a lot harder than you and I going into the Army, But the bottom line is he did go into the National Guard. And Trump says to him, well, I'm on vacation. The Senate's on vacation now. Maybe he should take a trip to Vietnam. This way he can tell people he actually was in Vietnam. So why would he have to do something and say something like that?
Because they're probably having a dispute. You know that.
Well, the only dispute he has with Blumenthal is that Blumenthal is on one of the committees in the Senate. I don't know if it's judiciary or intelligence, I mean, and let's face it, Felix, you and I have discussed this before. If he and the rest of his family would just tell the truth, he wouldn't be in this mess, would he?
What fun would it be then?
You're right. For our show, it wouldn't be any fun at all.
It's... I don't know anymore. I don't know what lies. I haven't been listening to the news. I've blocked myself out.
Well, I guess, have other things on your mind.
Only one day a week. The rest of the week, I still blocked out the news.
I don't know why.
I took a break from the news.
Why? Because you can't listen to O'Reilly anymore?
I never listened to O'Reilly.
Yes, you did.
When you were here, it was the only time I ever listened to him.
You mean only when I'm here you had O'Reilly on?
Only time. I never listened to him before.
Well,
I
you certainly
when
didn't
I,
do it.
when I do listen to the TV now, I watch CNN a little bit, but I haven't been really watching much of anything.
Well, according to your boy, there's fake news. CNN,
That's why I don't watch it.
MSNBC,
That's why I don't watch it. It is
channels
fake
2,
news.
4, and 7.
They are fake news. That's why I don't watch
The
it.
Washington Post and New York Times, all fake
Absolutely.
news.
They admitted it. They retracted their stories.
That was CNN, and it was once.
The Times retracted also on their stories.
Well,
Everybody said they had proof that Trump was involved with Russia,
they're still investigating
but
that.
not him.
Anybody that you ask will tell you what the committees are doing is to see if there is any collusion. They didn't say that he colluded. What they all agree upon, however, even H.R. McMaster, they all say that Russia had a hand in the elections.
Yes, they did, and they had the elections when Obama got voted in.
But they also said that Trump's actions don't serve him or do him any justice, because if they keep changing their story, look, it was just like Hillary back in the election. Hillary would say something, it would come out in the papers that, no, it wasn't that, it's this, and then she would say, oh, I made a mistake. She tried to walk it back and retract it. Look, even though I voted for her, I was a Bernie person. You know that.
And you should have voted for Stein or somebody.
Stein didn't have a chance. That was the
Neither
problem.
did Bernie.
No? Put Bernie up against him in 2020 and see what you come up with.
Two old men who could not stand up on a stage and debate for more than 2 minutes.
Bernie will do a very good job of holding his own, believe me.
Yeah.
I don't know about Trump. He has small hands.
He has proven that. That's one theory that was proven wrong.
Well, who? Little Marco?
No, he just showed his hands. I don't have small hands.
Hey, listen, when you're 6'4", you don't have small hands. I don't care what you say.
Exactly. You don't.
Well.
Anyway, stupidity leads to stupidity.
Bernie just has to get more of a platform.
Bernie's not going anywhere.
No. What the Democrats have to do, in all honesty, after the 2018 election, Democrats have to do a pretty good job of self-analysis, and they have to look and see who is new and up and coming in the not so new really, in the Democratic Party, who they think they could put up in 2020, who has a chance to defeat whoever the Republican nominee will be, whether it's Trump, because Trump has already said, one term may be enough for me. I mean, he really doesn't need the job, and he's already said how hard it is, remember?
I never heard him say that, but I'm not saying he didn't.
No,
I'm not saying he didn't. I just never heard him say it.
It's like what he said about health care. He said, how hard could it be to come up with a program for health care? This is when he was running. But then when the Senate, first the House, and then the Senate was having such a hard time coming up with something to put up, he said, gee, whoever thought health care was going to be so difficult? But his problem is that he doesn't really consider himself a Republican, because he says, I'm not going to own it. He said the Senate couldn't come up with a plan. He's separate from the Senate. Okay, he's a Republican. The bottom line is, as Harry Truman said, the buck stops here.
But he's still a Republican.
Well, he doesn't really consider himself one, though. I don't know what he's a populist, excuse me. And as Senator Flake from Arizona said, populism